everyone. I am Brooke Lee. I am an Emerald executive and I am from Fredericksburg, Virginia. I've basically opened up this area all by myself, and I am here to give you guys a few tips if you are new to an area and you're trying to open it up all by yourself. First of all, you always want to follow the steps to success. Here's one of our dream boards. Our steps to success are written right over here. You see the first one is join, boost, and party. The second one is gather 4 customers. You get more with 4. Once you get your first 4 loyal customers within 30 days, you get 120 in free product. And step 3 is to go Ruby. This is what it looks like to be a Ruby executive, and this is what's going to help you achieve that Ruby guarantee of $599 a month. So the company has already set these steps out for you. All you have to do is follow them. It's very, very easy. Next, what you guys are seeing is my kitchen table is set up for a private session. Basically, it does look the same as what I set up for parties, but I do want to make sure that I have everything available on the table possible, because I want everybody to see everything that we have available so that, it sparks their interest a little bit more. And you got to keep in mind that you are opening a brand new area, so these people have not previously heard about our business before, so you want to make sure you've got everything available to show them that we have available for our business. Another thing that I highly recommend as well I don't know what happened. My computer just froze. But another thing that I highly recommend as well is this lead box right here. Now, I just went to the store and I bought my own boxes, and I taped them up and I printed off a bunch of different pictures and made my own lead boxes. Now, it's not your typical lead box, but they will see right here that they can win a free wrap. They stick their entry form right in the hole back here. And I always make sure that I go to the dollar store, get plenty of pens. I got this little container at the dollar store. I got like 5 of them for $1. And then I got these drawing entry forms. If you don't actually have anywhere where you can get drawing entry forms like this made, then just make them yourself and take them to a copy machine. You want to drop these lead boxes off to places where people are sitting and they have plenty of time to get interested in what your lead box has to offer, such as the doctor's office, the dentist's office, Jiffy Lube, a tanning salon, nail salon, hair salon, you name it. You can stick these boxes anywhere you'd like. All you have to do is walk in, ask to speak with a manager or an owner, explain to them what your lead box is all about, and chances are they're going to let you put your lead box out. It's that simple. Another thing that I recommend that you do while you're trying to open up a brand new area all by yourself is to speak with your upline constantly. Always stay in touch with them. They're your upline for a reason. They're higher ranked because they know how to work the business and they know how to teach the business too. So if you think that you're too smart to utilize your upline, then you're probably not going to go very far in this business. So it's very important that you speak with your upline. Another thing that's really important too is blitzing. You got to make sure you are blitzing. Here's our blitz cards. You can buy them from our company, and on the back there's this little area right here. You get labels made with all of your information on them, and place your label right there, and leave these blitz cards everywhere you can think of. When you go to the grocery store, give it to your cashier, leave it to the bank teller, leave it to your hairdresser, leave it to your daycare teacher, because after all, my child's daycare teacher is now one of my distributors. And just leave these things any and everywhere you can possibly think of. Also, you want to make sure that you're out not only leaving them places to incorporate it into your everyday life to just make it a little bit easier, but you do want to go out and blitz. take your car, go park at whatever strip mall you want, and just get out, have plenty of Blitz cards on you. Make sure you have your bag with your wraps and your saran wrap and your measuring tape and everything that you need to wrap somebody, and hand these Blitz cards out and get that wrap on as many people as you possibly can. Another thing too that I keep hearing is Tamala Fisher. When she first got started in the business, she called everyone that she knew and said, hey, I'm looking for guinea pigs. I just started my own business. I'm not really exactly sure what I'm doing, but I do need some volunteers. If you have $25 to give this inch losing wrap that's going to tighten, firm, and tone your area wherever applied, it's $20 or $25. Give it a try, and there you go. If you can't get more with 4 that way, then something's wrong. The next thing is constantly try to be recruiting people, because in a business like this, credibility is pretty huge. So if you are the one and only person throughout your whole entire town who is talking about it works, you're going to run into a lot of skeptical people, which, give it time. Eventually, after you have enough people in your team to help you put the word out there about It Works Global, then you'll have more people interested in your products. And speaking of credibility, we have the Success from Home magazine. These are available in your My It Works store. This is a huge source of credibility. I mean, this should be a no-brainer to carry around with you any and everywhere you go. Oh, you're interested in hearing a little bit more about my business? Well, check this out. So you want to make sure you're always constantly trying to recruit, because not only are you going to need help, because there's millions and millions of people out there that are interested in our products and you're only one person. And also you're going to be trying to build your business so that you can help more people and make more money and become more successful. So don't ever judge a book by its cover. You want to bring this fabulous business opportunity up to everybody that you come in contact with, because you never know who's going to be your next rock star. Another thing too is you want to try to get into as many expos, shows, events, and fundraisers as you possibly can. All you have to do is just Google expo events in Fredericksburg, Virginia, or fundraising events in Fredericksburg, Virginia. You should be able to find plenty of events that way. And you don't want to sit around and wait until the last minute to sign up either, because you want to make sure that you get your spot. It's, saved for you and your team, and you want to utilize reaching out to the masses, because that's what you're going to be doing when you're getting into these expos and events and things like that. I mean, you can potentially leave there with a couple hundred leads if you work it correctly. Next thing, you obviously want to book as many parties as you can. And if by any reason you're having trouble booking parties in the very beginning, then just continue to launch yourself every Saturday at 2 p.m. Who says you can't do that? If you're having trouble booking the parties, then just launch yourself every single week, and eventually somebody's going to bite and you're going to start getting parties booked. And also, when you're going to these expo shows and fundraiser shows and whatnot, you'll be able to book parties that way as well. Another thing, too, that's been really huge for me is utilizing social media. Unfortunately, the only one that I utilize is Facebook, but Facebook is a free, fabulous way to get some marketing out there and advertise your business. If it's free, it's for me, so why not utilize that? The only thing with Facebook is that you don't want to give up, because at first you're going to be putting stuff on your Facebook page every day. I recommend 2 to 5 posts per day, every single day on Facebook, and at first you might not get very many bites that way, but eventually you are going to have people going nuts. It's like a frenzy. You're going to be getting emails, friend requests, and chat messages and regular messages, going like crazy. The more constant that you are with putting your information out there in these free social media places, the more you're going to get out of it. Like I said, at first it might not be anything crazy, but the more you are consistent, the more you will eventually get. It's just like if you went and tried to do a commercial at a radio show, they'll tell you the same thing. You have to be consistent with your advertising, because not everybody's going to know about it if you only advertise about it for a week. So you want to stay extremely, extremely consistent with that. That is a huge, huge deal with that. So going back to my private sessions, I've got my Brita water filter right here. And I always, after I'm done wrapping somebody, I'm always going to give them some water to drink. And then I always ask them if I can let them try the greens. You want to make sure that they're not on any blood thinners, because you can't take the greens if you're on a blood thinner. So, make sure that that's not the case with them. And then if they want to try it, what I'd like to do really is have juice in my fridge or in your fridge. Orange pineapple is very, very good. The last party that I had, I used orange pineapple juice, and every single person bought the greens, and I've never had every single person buy the greens before. So it definitely is a bigger hit if you mix it with the juice. So you want to make sure they have the water. You want to make sure they try the greens. And if you're feeling a little froggy that day, you can go ahead and whip up a batch of the Ultimate Profit. Just pick your favorite recipe and make it for them and sit it right in your freezer, 5-10 minutes before they're going to arrive, and let them try it. And then that's a nice segue to start introducing them to that product and explaining all the benefits of the superfood nutrition for the Ultimate Profit. And then also you can start speaking about the Ultimate Makeover as well. I always offer the regular wraps, and I always offer the facial wraps. And you want to make sure that if you're going to put a facial on somebody, that you're letting them use your cleanser and toner from the company, because that's just another way to introduce another product that they may just fall in love with. You never know if you don't try. I always have my oil and my vinegar and an extra bottle of whatever off-brand of vitamins, so that I can do my vitamin demonstration. So for that, you need one of our vitamins, a different brand of vitamins, and you need 2 glasses, and you fill them half with water and half with white distilled vinegar, and that's going to be just about the equivalent of the pH acidic levels within your belly, and that is how you're going to show them how our multivitamin is normally always going to dissolve faster than anybody else's out there. So you want to make sure that you're offering to show them that demo. And then I have my oil, and I have my glass of water, and I have my fat fighters. Make sure you already had 2 fat fighters crushed up so that you can do your fat fighter demonstration, because that's always a big hit. People are like, oh my goodness, they're oohing and ahhing over it, so that's a great one to do as well. I always have this chart set up because, like I said, you always want to recruit. You're always looking for the next rock star for your team. So make sure you have a diamond board, or I'm sorry, a dream board. On the back, it charts you to diamond. Like I said before, it has the steps to success, and it shows you how to chart. And then you also want to have your playbook available too, because after these people are trying your products and you're sitting down explaining the opportunity to them, chances are you may have sparked a bit of an interest, and if they sign as a distributor, then you can go over the playbook with them and make sure that their mind is right to join your team, because you don't want anybody on your team that is not ready to work and party with you and build a successful organization. Usually I have some pictures of like Demi Moore in our facials, and just several other pictures, but I actually left them at a salon that's on my team, so I don't have those right now. But another thing is that you want to have your brag book, your before and after pictures. This is just a photo frame that I got, or a photo book that I got at the dollar store, and extremely cheap. Get your before and after pictures printed off and stick them in your book. You always want to have that to brag about. And then another thing too is since you're new in the area and you're opening up the area all by yourself, chances are you probably don't have an upline to come and do your first party for you. Although we do have things like Skype available, so you might end up getting lucky that way. But what I did for my very first party was I made myself index cards. 11 months later, I still will sometimes refer to my index cards because, let's just face it, it doesn't matter how long you've been doing it. Sometimes you can still get extremely nervous before you're talking to a whole room of people that are just staring you down. So don't be afraid to make yourself some cheat cards and refer to them if you need to. I think that is pretty much all that I have for today. You just want to definitely make sure that you're utilizing every bit of training that's out there available for you. Do your training academy, do the Newbie to Ruby Guarantee, the Destination to Diamond. You just want to stay very clued in with all the conference calls. I know life gets a little crazy, but if you can't make the conference call, a lot of them are recorded, so just go back and listen to the recording and just keep plugging away. That's the best advice that I have for you, because you might go through a little bit of a slow period, but eventually it is going to pan out, trust me. And that's all I have for you today. I hope that was helpful. Everybody have a great, successful day.